So what's up everybody, welcome back to our channel, and today we're out here kind of cleaning up in front of the high tunnel. And once again, I'm always procrastinating. I was supposed to have been harvested our sugar cane. I'm gonna show it to you. I was supposed to have been harvested. I just put it on the side. A lot of the stuff was going on, so as we starting to clean up, I'm like, man, I really need to harvest that sugar cane, let the kids taste a little bit. But my real reason behind it was I actually want to plant this stuff again. So I'm gonna show you what I did. Now they got a lot of stuff going on with this. I'm gonna try to explain it to you when I sit down. The reason why this looks like it looks. All right, so as this sugar cane started to grow, I actually had this banana pot right here, and these pots over here was growing potatoes. So I just kind of put it on side the potatoes and I left it. The real reason why this sugar cane actually grew as well as it did was because the roots actually came out the bottom of the pot and went into the ground. So that's one good thing when you're growing in containers. Come on, man. When you're growing in containers, I've seen some videos on YouTube where people kind of dig a little bit in the ground, like they would dig maybe about this far down so those little holes can get covered up, and they would sit their pot in the ground. So it's actually like you're growing in a pot, but the roots are actually still can access or still can have access to the actual earth, which is a good method. So as you can see, I probably should have been planted this because I got roots little sugar canes coming out all over this thing. So I really want to go try to get in the ground before the winter sets in. If not, I'll show you the way I did these. I didn't even put these in the ground at all. What I did was we got a stalk. So let me see which stalk I'm going to eat off of. Which one has
the first one?
Which one?
The first one you're holding. The one that you're holding is better looking.
Which one that I'm holding is better for what?
To eat?
To eat? This one?
Yeah.
Alright. So they'll say let's get this one. So I'm gonna put it up here where y'all can see it. It's probably better. Let me get behind it. So you got roots still coming out, and I just been watering this. If you look inside, all of this came from, you see this little piece of sugar cane that's down up in here? That's only this right here. If you take off a cutting, I will cut right here in front of this where the nose come out. So this will show you better here. I will cut right here, and then I will cut right here. And I took this and I stuck this bottom part in the ground, right? So then the top part is still open. And out of that, this came, which is right here, this came shooting out of me planting that one stalk. That's a method of planting sugar cane, by just taking the cuttings. Stay here, Zach. By just taking your cuttings and planting those straight up and down in the soil. The way we're gonna do it when you're planting in ground is you actually lay the sugar cane down like this. So you got all of this, get all this out your way. So when the sugar cane is laying down, and here in Louisiana they tell us, all the old people always told me, always plant 2 sugar cane in a row. So you plant them like side by side. And that way you would get this coming up out the ground. So these will be standing straight up coming up. It's just like this because gravity. It was standing up that way. But if you lay this down, the sugar cane will start shooting up at these nodes like this. And that way the roots will come out the bottom. You get more sugar cane if you plant it laying down. But if you only have containers, all you need is just cut those sugar canes up in little cubes and plant them just like that. So let me cut one. I'm gonna cut it right there. Look, I got some good roots coming out here. Look at that. Can you see that on this side?
Yeah.
I got some good roots coming out here. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna try to replant this How I overwinter them is I put them in the high tunnel throughout the winter. That's what I've been doing. As much as I can. Hopefully it's not, you remember that year we had sugarcane and we harvested them late? And it starts to taste like vinegar, like the sugar starts to rot. And stuff.
Like it's fermented already.
So, got juice coming out. This is old, so it's not saying that that's going to be good juice. Let me get one of these long canes, and I'll show you. This is how I actually do it when I'm cutting. To make the cuttings, I'll do like this.
Oh, look.
And that there, you see, you can plant that in your container, and the sugar cane is already coming out. As the sugar cane come out, the roots will come out. So, got this little knife, handy dandy.
You gotta put it down on that thing.
I just want to see if, before we get to it, if it's, this a way not to cut your hand too, right? Put it right inside there, and then just easier inside. This is so much easier to do inside, like on top of your cutting board. But we're doing it outside for the video. All right. So we got enough of them. I just want to get this little one part out and see if it's going to be worth it to finish it, or should I just plant them all? You want to try? This is how we cut them. Just cut them in little sticks. This is like chewing cane, what they call it.
Mommy!
Yes, sir.
What?
You get the big piece.
What's that?
Pretty good, I would say. That part.
You. What you think? Sign?
Yay!
He faking it.
Not as sweet as it should be, so we probably
It's too late. Like
a little bit late. Now you're gonna say, ugh. So you can taste the, let me get closer to it. And you can see how the color is starting to get that little pinkish color. That's how you know it's kind of going over. But look at the juice off of it. And you can see how it's kind of, the sugar, where the sugars would be. See how it's kind of drying?
sugar cane. They used to use sugar cane as a toothbrush, like old days.
Yeah.
They said to whiten up your teeth.
Dad, that's not good for your body.
Sugar? No, this is not like sugar. This is sugar cane.
Ow.
Before it makes the sugar.
I get it.
You get it?
And this is the purple cane. No. Two things that happen with this. You can look at the browning of the leaves. Hold on, Zane. You can look at the browning of the leaves, and what that shows you is once we pulled this out of the ground, because it was stuck in the ground, it had root in the ground, and once I pulled it out of the ground, that would have been the optimal time for me to start eating it. But now it's kind of like it's like a sugar cane that's been sitting in your house off to the side. It's actually been out of the ground for, I would say, well over a month, right? Come on.
Dad, I see one more in there.
Yeah, that's the one we started with. So my idea with the sugar cane is every year we're gonna get more and more. We didn't really have an idea to eat any this year. We just wanted to make more cane. So next year, when we go and plant this, next year we'll have quadruple, 5, 10 times the amount of sugar cane that we planted. So that's our idea. Go ahead on and get that to cut it.
Hopefully we're gonna have some to juice for next
Yeah.
year. He had tried the juice, sugarcane juice in the Philippines. We went like to the zoo, and that was
so
good.
Here, we only do our sugar cane like this. We only cut it and chew on it. But when I went to the Philippines, they had this sugar cane press machine where they run the sugar cane through this little juicer, like a manual juicer, and off of it, they got some amazing juice.
For
I'm gonna leave
$1.
that to just keep growing.
They mix it with lime.
Yeah, that was good. Oh man, it had sugarcane juice, lime, and ice, and it was hot as Asia can get, I guess. It was hot out there.
It was only cost $1. No, it wasn't another, like about 75 cents.
Yeah, it
80
wasn't that
cents.
much at all. Really good treat. So basically, what I'm gonna do is you can look at it now.
This look old, man. Like, looking
Now
rusted.
up here, I can guarantee you some of this here is a little bit sweeter, and we probably keep one of them. But you can see how you can grow these in containers. They sell them at your little farmers markets. Somebody will have them.
Asian
The
store.
fruit stands, the Asian stores, sometimes even the Mexican stores will have them. You can see that. All of that came from one small container. This little small container grew all of this. And this wasn't much, like I say, this is one that's more so neglected, really. I just left it on to do its own thing. So next year we'll probably have, the sugar cane will be in the front, and I'll go plant it just like this. Hopefully, you see the little roots coming out? Right there. I'm gonna plant these in the front for next year. So hopefully they'll come up next year. And then we won't have to worry about not getting any. We can actually start really eating, really harvesting these things next year. So we're gonna have some purple chewing cane next year. God spare life. That's it. Thank y'all for watching the Grow Family Network. And you too can grow sugar cane in this little container. That's a lot. Even got some more coming up.
Yep.
So thank y'all for watching. And as always, grow, grow, grow. Peace.